Hello, everybody. It's the Chris and Des Show. I'm Chris.
And I'm Des.
I said a different intro that time.
Yeah, you kind of. There's a different.
Sorry about that.
air to
I almost
it.
said yo. I was like, yo, it's the Chris and Des Show.
Well, okay.
I'm Chris. This be Des.
If anybody out there wants to make us an opening thing, that would be great.
Yeah.
So we don't do the same thing every time.
I'm spicing it up.
All right, you do it.
And we're here to talk to you about some of the made-for-TV musicals that have been going on.
There you go.
Did you see Sound of Music?
I did not see Sound of Music. I did not see Peter Pan.
I don't think anyone saw Peter Pan, but we might reference those too. But we're going to focus on The Wiz and Grease, the recent ones, so that you can watch them. It's still on Hulu. You can buy them on iTunes.
Oh, yeah.
There's plenty of places that you can on the NBC app and the Fox app, maybe the Fox app, but the NBC app you can watch Wiz. So Des, what did you think of The Wiz first?
Okay, so let's talk about The Wiz. The Wiz is an interesting musical. It's some good music, you can't argue, with Easing On Down the Road. If I compare it, because I haven't seen it ever live on stage, on an actual stage, but I saw the movie with Michael Jackson and Diana Ross, and if I compare that to what they did on television, I think I still would prefer the Michael Jackson, Diana Ross version.
Well, it's hard to be Michael.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But they did a good job. I think they tried to do what they do, and they did okay. They got Queen Latifah, they got Common, and Amber Riley. Oh, I really loved Amber Riley. She was great. She had the energy. And they got a new girl to be Dorothy, who's brand new, and he's scrolling. Shanice Williams. She was very cute. She did a great job.
Yeah,
she had a good
I liked
voice.
her too.
Yeah, she had a good air about her, about that character. They had great stars in it. I want to talk about Grease. If I compare it to Grease, they just did such a better job in actually staging the musical. I felt like Wiz was limited to this one set or this one place, and it just everybody was just standing there, and there was no motion, there was no movement, everybody just standing on stage talking for so long. Like they didn't go anywhere, do anything, and they're supposed to be easing on down the road, and it just felt still. There was a stillness to it, to me, that just kind of stopped it, But it's great music, and it was great to have it on television and expose the world to this great show.
We're all about exposing people to musicals as much as possible.
Absolutely, right? For sure. So any chance you can do that, that's great.
I'm with you, and I hopefully would like to be done well, possibly.
Yeah.
But I'll say too, there's a problem with the NBC musicals that when we talk about Grease in a second, Fox figured out.
Yeah.
And Des is right, is that it feels very like, okay, I'm filming on this stage, and I can tell I'm filming on the stage, and then you're on the stage, and you're still on the stage, and so, okay, now we're filming on this stage, and it's very static.
Yeah, that's the word.
And that isn't what live theater is like, because it's like, oh, you're in it, you're there. And it's not what a movie's like, because movies can take you all over the place. They don't have to worry about the kind of stuff they can edit. And so when you do live TV, whatever people say now about this new idea about like TV shows, like The Office kind of started it, of like, we're going to do single camera and we're not going to have an audience. And that's fine if you're going to do intimate close-ups like The Office does, or even like Modern Family or something like that, where we're going to focus on this person, and it's going to, the setting is the house, and the house is like part of it, that it's a family, it's home. But when you're doing a big Broadway show, having an audience is super important, the reaction, the feedback, and that's what Fox figured out. But I thought Elijah Kelly was good as the Scarecrow. I thought Neo was really good as the Tin Man. I didn't even know that was Neo until I looked it up.
And the costumes?
The costumes were great.
Yeah. Amazing. Costumes were great. They were so great.
I loved Amber Riley, and I loved Uzo Aduba too as Glinda. I like her. And Common's good always too. I like Queen Latifah as well. Interesting choice to have the Wiz be Queen Latifah, but I like it. Yeah. Mary J. Blige was good too. Shanice Williams good too. They're all very, very talented. But it was, again, I will say it is better than the clips I've seen of Peter Pan.
Oh, sorry. Did you not see Peter Pan?
I didn't watch all of it. No.
Oh, okay.
That should tell you something. If I can't watch it, then a lot of people are not watching it. And I will say it's better than the version of Sound of Music, only because I think they were trying it out and they didn't know what to do. And Carrie Underwood, I really like Carrie Underwood a lot, but I don't think she was necessarily the right choice for that. Of course, Audrey McDonald was the right choice for everything that ever happened in
should
the
be
entire
in
world.
everything that there is to be in.
And she was amazing. And that's the problem, is that when you put Audra
I'm sure she outshone
against anybody,
Yeah.
guess who wins? Audra.
Every time.
And so that's how it looked the whole time. Like, oh wow, I wish the other nuns could keep up with Audra. I wish Carrie Underwood could keep up with Audra. I wish these other cast members could keep up with Audra. Because she's on a different level than the rest of us. Humans. And so she was amazing. If you listen to her songs like that, and when we saw her at the Hollywood Bowl she's saying Climb Every Mountain, it was like, oh my
Okay,
goodness.
I'll go do it right now.
We're leaving.
Sure.
We'll be back later.
Gotta go climb a mountain.
And that's she's Audra, and she's amazing.
Awesome.
But I will say it's the best of the 3 NBC ones. But let's talk about
The Wiz is.
Yeah, the Wiz is. But let's talk about the best of all of them, which was Grease.
Okay, so that's where we're going, because Grease, absolutely. Well, first of all, the show inherently has that energy level because it takes place in a high school, so it has that energy of young, kids in the 50s, and then they facilitated it so well by putting it on the Universal lot, and so the gym was in a gym set, and then
the Warner Brothers lot.
Oh, I thought it was Universal. Okay. I believe you.
So,
Gilmore Girls School. Oh, okay. So they had the gym and a gym set, and then while they sang one of the songs, they all jumped in a cart and they all drove to the next set, and it was so, they didn't try to make it so...
We don't want you to know that there's
we don't know that this is
We know.
No, they're doing a show on the sound stage. We know exactly what's happening, and they incorporated that. And they had live people to be audience members along the way and in every place. And they filled it up with people and energy. And first of all, the performances were great. The Sandy was amazing.
Yeah, Julianne Hough.
She was really good. And the Rizzo.
Vanessa Hudgens.
Yeah, she was awesome.
A day after her dad died. That is, man.
Can you believe
that's
that?
Dedication. And let me tell you, I've seen Vanessa Hudgens live, and I was a little nervous because I had seen her live. The best performance she's ever gave in her whole entire life. That was fantastic. Amazing. Good job.
She was in there. And then the guy who played...
Aaron Tveit.
Yep, Aaron. Love him.
Who doesn't love Aaron Tveit?
Yeah, I'm saying. He was so great. And he even did, John Travolta impersonations, I felt like, anyway. But the lady... Oh, there went our light again.
It's okay.
The lady who was the principal.
From Anna Gasteyer.
From Saturday Night Live. She was so good. She was so good.
So was her assistant.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know her name. I've never seen her anything before, I don't think.
Yeah.
But I'll find it.
Okay. But anyway, so really they maximized everything that they had. They had great actors. They had the energy. They kept it up. They did these songs amazingly well. They took over the whole lot at Warner Brothers, I'm sure, and did all of these things live. And it just was so fun and well done. And every show should do it that way. Don't try to fake us out and pretend that you're not.
Hanifa Wood is her name, the assistant.
Hanifa. You're awesome, Hanifa. But
and you're right.
That's so good.
To me, that was the thing, and I just thought about that as you were discussing it. Is that a live show? You know their sets, and they move, and you can see it, and we're all we buy in. We're fine.
Yeah, it's
and
okay.
we see people changing and moving in, and that's what this show did. And there's an audience who laughs and interacts with you.
Right.
And the NBC one's like, oh, we're gonna make it like a movie, and it's gonna be like this, live but a movie, and that comes off disgenuine, is what it comes off. Where this came off like, oh, it's a real play. Yeah, there's sets and they're gonna move the sets, and yeah, the characters are gonna have to run from one place to another. But that's we know that's okay. That's how theater is.
Yes.
We all have bought in.
And it was a day that it was actually raining in LA, which there's never
that one
day where they're raining in LA. So people had umbrellas and they just rolled with it and they did what they had to do. There's one scene that was set outside and they danced back and forth. And they were outside on the grass, and they just kept going, and it was fine. It was good.
It was fine. Yeah, I want to say my favorite person in it was Jordan Fisher, who played Duty, one of the T-Birds. But he sang a song in the diner that they all go to. Oh my gosh, he
So
sang
good.
so well. It was so amazing. I
Oh,
really
and they had the Boys to Men.
and Boyz II Men was a
Come
good
on.
choice for a
Yeah,
group.
right?
And I thought I like the girl who played Jan. I like Kiki Palmer as Marty. I like that Didi Khan came back
Oh yeah.
and played the waitress. That was fantastic too. I actually thought Carly Rae Jepsen did a really good job as Frenchie as well too.
No, she was great.
And yeah, and I'll echo that. I love Julianne Hough
Oh man,
as Sandy. I thought she was
so
fantastic,
great.
and I love Vanessa Hudgens as Rizzo too. And Aaron Tveit, of course. So I thought again, it all worked. Everyone felt like we're in it, we're doing it, and even though there were mistakes, here's the problem that other musicals aren't going to be able to cover up like Grease did. Grease is a musical about a group of teenagers, and so when there's mess ups, it's a group of teenagers just having fun
It's
and
fine.
do that. It's fine. When you're doing The Sound of Music, it is a little different. I can see where it's like you mess up and it's Maria and the Countess or whatever. And it's like, well, you shouldn't be messing up, Countess, which is a little different than like, hey, we're high schoolers, we're just having fun. We're born to hand jive.
Yeah.
We can do whatever we want to, right? And so it is just fun, and you forgive a lot of stuff when it's fun.
Oh, sure.
You can forgive a lot when it's fun.
Well, that was a good choice. It's a good choice of show. Half of the battle is picking the right show. Yeah.
And they definitely, Fox is looking for a different audience. They're going to do Rocky Horror Picture Show next, so they definitely are looking for like
I don't think I've ever seen that.
A more mature, kind of like teenager-y, high school-y vibe, and those people will watch shows like that. Grease is a great show for them to watch.
What's NBC?
NBC's doing Hairspray.
Oh, so that's a good one.
That is a good.
That would be a great choice.
Hopefully, they learn
to do what Fox did.
And they did a really smart thing. Is that they had Harvey Feinstein is going to adapt it to the screen, and he'll do a great job. He's so smart at making scripts work for whatever. He's taking movies to stage to movie. He's smart like that. I don't know if they're going to have him come back and play Edna or not, but he could still.
Yeah, I guess.
But he'll be good at that. So that was a good choice to include him and to include Mark Shaman and them again in that process. But you're going to need to, let's have an audience. And let's see the stage. Let's
see it.
Let's make it feel live, not like it's recorded, but we know it's live. And so the mess ups are the only way we know it's live. Don't make us look for the mess ups. That's
good advice. NBC, listen to Mr. Salazar as he tells you. Don't make us look for the mess ups.
Don't make us look for the mess ups.
We don't want to.
We want to see people have fun live. Yes. That's the cool part. So yeah, I thought it was great. And I love that outdoor scene where they were like, the audience was there and you could see them and they were cheering on the girls as they're doing their they're cheerleading. The two girls, Sandy and the other cheerleader girl, they're cheering off her.
Back and forth.
So that was fun too. The whole thing was great. Really good job, Grease.
All right. Bye.
Bye.